to Great Day at 9A. Perhaps you grew up watching him on TV, you've seen his viral videos on social media, or maybe you and a family member have one of his cookbooks. Well, the chances are you've knowingly or unknowingly been touched in some way by Jacques Pépin and his amazing talents and contributions.
And you got to spend the afternoon with this legend at his home over the summer and not only learned about his amazing accomplishments, but the plans that are in place for his upcoming 90th birthday.
Take a look.
Today I want to show you how to make a classic dish. Bringing people together is usually what food is all about.
Jacques Pépin has been on the forefront of America's culinary scene since he came to America in 1959 with plans to only stay for a year.
I was going to go back to Paris and eventually open a restaurant.
But fate had something else in store for him.
You have to open it. This is perfectly fine inside.
And Jacques ended up staying in the U.S. And we are so glad he did.
You know, you do a decision in your life, of which you're responsible for, that project you somewhere. And from that decision, project you somewhere else.
That somewhere else led him to becoming the first celebrity TV chef.
I did 13 series of 26 shows, for PBS, so through many, many years.
Authoring over 30 cookbooks.
I may consider that maybe my best book.
Winning 16 James Beard Awards. Writing.
I had a column in the New York Times called The Purposeful Cook. It was to cook very economically for a family of 6.
And a sense of humor to boot.
What is your favorite food? What do you like to eat?
Free food.
Free food, yeah.
Sure,
that
like
always
me.
tastes the best.
Before immigrating to the United States from France, Jacques worked his way up from his days as an apprentice in a kitchen at 13 years old to becoming a top chef in France. He served as the personal chef to 3 French prime ministers, including Charles de Gaulle. When he arrived in New York, he attended Columbia University to study English and worked at La Pavillon, one of the best French restaurants in the city. And it was also around that time that he met some new friends.
You talk about meeting the holy trinity of cooking between Craig Claiborne, between Julia Child and James Beard.
Right.
And it feels, when you look back, like America was ready for you.
While at La Pavillon, Jacques was offered a job to work for the Kennedys and work for Howard Johnson, who were regulars at the time.
When I was offered a job at the White House, it's fine, I've done it, but I didn't see any of the potential, which eventually, because the condition of the chef has changed tremendously,
So he went to go work for Howard Johnson.
I learned a great deal at Howard Johnson, much more than I would have in another restaurant.
Right, or being in the back of the White House, right? In the kitchen,
Exactly,
perhaps.
exactly.
Yeah.
When I left Howard Johnson after 10 years, 1960, 1970, I opened a restaurant on 5th Avenue called La Potagerie, between 45 46th Street, where we serve 800, 900 people a day.
He moved on to become a consultant for the famed Russian Tea Room.
But then I opened the World Trade Center in 74. We served 40,000 people a day through the commissary that I set up.
All jobs Jacques says he wouldn't have been able to do if it wasn't for his training through Howard Johnson.
I didn't know anything about the chemistry of food, mass production, and all kinds of American eating habits and so forth.
Fast forward to 1976, the year of the bicentennial, and a big year for Jacques. One of his most renowned cookbooks, La Technique, was released, and he and his family moved from upstate New York to Madison, Connecticut, a place he has called home ever since.
I have a lot of friends in town. We play boule. Here, boule is a pétanque game like bocce ball, and we are by the water. We have good fish. We have good food. So it's a nice place to be.
I want to show you a very easy way to do chicken breast.
But for years, we have been welcoming Jacques inside all of our homes. And perhaps some of the most memorable moments we've witnessed are the ones he shared with his good friend, Julia Child.
It's funny how many letters we got telling that Julia was so much more French than I was.
The chemistry and candidness these two brought to the table attributed to the popularization of food on TV and set a new standard.
So Julia started doing something totally different. She started cooking and talking to people about the mistake or whatever she was making. So, that brought people in, certainly, a great deal.
And it gave Americans a little more confidence in the kitchen because Jacques and Julia were teaching them.
And now the best part of it
It's the eating.
Eat it, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
But it's not just the art of cooking Jacques still specializes in.
I don't cook, I paint, and now sometimes I sell more painting than cookbook.
Wow.
His artwork, which spans the course of 5 decades, graces the walls and shelves of his home.
The beauty of cooking, in a sense, is that because it's very evanescent and very immediate. So you cook, you taste, and it disappeared. And what's left is the taste and the memory.
And he has been able to capture some of those memories through his book of menus, which he started with his wife.
I have 12 books like that of menu, which I've done forever. It's a whole life.
These books contain menus he documented and ornately decorated, each page telling a different story.
My daughter, Claudine, she came a few weeks ago, said, "Do you know what I had for my 4th birthday?" I said, "Sure." So we looked and we find she drew chicken.
Another thing that's not hard for Jacques to do, giving back to others. In 2016, he founded the nonprofit organization, the Jacques Pépin Foundation, with Claudine and son-in-law Raleigh Weeson.
We thought about it a little bit. I say, people who have been a bit disenfranchised with life, people who come out of jail, former drug addicts, homeless people, to...
In honor of Jacques' 90th birthday this December, his foundation is running a nationwide campaign of 90 co-hosted events with chefs from all over the country. But there's an opportunity for all of you home cooks, too.
If you're one of those people who feels like Jacques has influenced you, well, now's a great time to give to the foundation, because we're going to keep all that teaching, all that legacy of culinary education alive for decades to come.
It's good to get together and cook together and eat together and enjoy life,
And for the faint of heart out there wondering where they should begin, here's what Jacques Pépin recommends.
An egg to start with. I mean, eggs for me, an egg and a soup and maybe a roast chicken.
For Channel 3 Eyewitness News,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time.
Nicole. Thank you very much.
I'm Nicole Nalepa.
Oh my God, that's such a beautiful picture.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was at an event that we did at the Saybrook Point. Jacques Pépin's 90th birthday is December 18th. So if you would like to learn more about the 90 for 90 campaign that I referenced in the story, it's a great way to get involved. You can find it all on their website, celebratejacques.org. Also, last week, Jacques just released his latest book called The Art of Jacques Pépin, the cookbook.
Oh my God, how exciting.
And in it, you will find all of his favorite all-time recipes. There's 99 of them paired with his original paintings, which, what an amazing artist he is.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Out of the kitchen and right on canvas, right?
Yep.
So, and I know that you went to his home,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
what, 10 years ago or so?
Probably, maybe even a little bit more.
Okay.
He's so gracious, such a nice man. I took my mother.
Oh, I thought I saw your mother in the video when I was watching back. But what an amazing, amazing man. You're absolutely right. So make sure to check out that mission. And a happy 90th birthday to Jacques this December 18th.
All right.